For the second time in 2 months, former President Donald Trump is the victim of an apparent assassination attempt. Sources say Trump was moving between holes 5 and 6 at his Florida golf club when gunshots went off. The golf round, a last-minute addition to his schedule. According to the Palm Beach County Sheriff, a Secret Service agent spotted a rifle barrel sticking out of a fence 300 to 500 yards away from Trump, and agents fired at a man in the bushes along the perimeter. Sheriff Rick Bradshaw says the quick thinking of a witness helped officers quickly apprehend a suspect.
Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great.
Law enforcement sources identified the person detained as 58-year-old Ryan Wesley Routh. Arrest records suggest Routh has a history with firearms and law enforcement run-ins. An active Ukraine supporter and Trump critic, law enforcement says he was found with an AK-47 style rifle with a scope. In Palm Beach County, I'm Lee Waldman.
Mud and misery everywhere. Shell-shocked residents in Romania say the floods came quickly, knocking down walls, upending furniture, and drowning livestock that couldn't escape the rushing waters.
Total damage, dead chickens, all the geese, everything.
In parts of rain-soaked Romania, residents are assessing the damage from Storm Boris, which unleashed a month's worth of rain in the span of a few days over Central and Eastern Europe.
We don't have food, water. Look over there, clothes. Look, the neighbor gave me a dress.
And while cleanup is underway in some areas, it's still impossible in others, where the waters not only haven't receded, but they're still rising. Swift currents race through streets in one Polish town after a nearby river overflowed its banks, making it too dangerous for some residents to leave their houses. Firefighters tried to pump out water from a local hospital to keep it operational, but it may be a losing battle. In Austria, the Wien River is gushing with excess rain, and there's more expected for portions of Austria, Germany, and the Czech Republic in the next few days. Max Foster, CNN.
The current agreement doesn't actually expire until the end of 2025. That is more than a year from now. And this is a cost-sharing agreement for about 28,000 U.S. troops that are stationed in South Korea. Obviously, folks who are supportive of those troops being there say that they are critical to U.S. national security. They deter any aggression from North Korea or China in the region, particularly, of course, as both are growing more and more aggressive. But what the concern is now is when they'll actually get this agreement done. And I'm told by sources that there are talks ongoing right now that could actually conclude this agreement by the end of the year. That would be almost a year in advance of when they have to. And the major reason for that is former President Trump. South Korean officials particularly feel a sense of urgency to get this done before the end of the year, before the possibility that Trump wins the 2024 presidential elections. The reason for that is that during his first term in office, it was a tumultuous cost-sharing agreement set of negotiations with the South Koreans. At the time, the former president was demanding that South Korea pay 400% more than they had been paying previously. And so it was a really challenging back and forth between two allies. The South Koreans want to get out ahead of it, put an agreement into place before the end of the year. We'll watch and see if they're able to do that, but some are warning that might not be their best move because they may be in the former president's line of fire if he does win the elections in 2024 because they've tried to fast track this.
Technological fashion, something new that I've never seen before.
Futuristic and really inventive.
These panels created by LG can twist, bend, and fold. The South Korean tech giant says this is a world's first when it comes to displays that are not only high-res, but also stretchable. Created from cutting-edge technologies such as flexible interconnects, film, and micro LEDs, LG envisions the screens molded onto gadgets, displayed on skin, and worn. Possibilities explored on this Seoul Fashion Week runway.
I think like in the future, that's what will be.
LG debuted the technology in 2022, but it's fast evolving.
It's small, but I think it's like first step to change the design world.
Mike Valerio, CNN, Seoul.